Hello. Hey guys. Hey Casper. Hey, I feel so tired. How you guys doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Everybody having a good time? Yes. Obviously, anything else is still going, so we're probably not going to dive into the good shit till a little bit later. So while we wait for that to finish out, Casper, do you want to, should we start our schedule one? What do you think? Was watching Star Trek. Well, that's fair. Um, so I will wait on you to play this game. Kenny got mad at me for saying she wants to sleep with Asmongold. Yeah, I could see her getting mad about that. She hates him. Got 2 minutes left. It's the reveal. Okay. Q.
Sorry, I feel so high.
Huh?
Candy standards are way too high.
Asmongold? I feel like that's a fair standard.
No. No. He doesn't bathe. He had a rat in his hair. No. She has higher standards than that.
Yeah.
I refuse.
Yeah, wait. I'm trying to understand this right now. Candy got mad at me for stating she wanted to sleep with Asmongold. I feel like that makes sense. Why did you respond with Candy's standards are too high?
Because I feel so tired said that he said that Candy wanted to sleep with Asmongold. I was like, Candy's standards are way too high to sleep with Asmongold.
Oh, I thought you were making like a general statement that. Okay, the way that came off, it's like you were gonna say, that you were saying what? She won't take Asmongold. Her standards are too high. That's how it came off.
Well, yeah, she wouldn't take Asmongold. Her standards are too high because Asmongold is.
I feel like those standards are appropriate, not high. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. No, I'm good. No, Candy's too good for that. Candy's
Yeah, I'm saying that's an appropriate standard. So I misunderstood.
Okay, I wasn't saying no. Yeah, sleeping with Asmongold would absolutely lower her standards. Yes,
yes,
exactly
yes, yes. We're on the same page. I just misunderstood. Yeah, okay. Exactly. I feel so tired. That's how it kind of came off the way it was written.
No, Candy's standards are way too high to sleep with Asmongold. Absolutely yeah. Anybody's standards are too high to sleep with Asmongold. Should be. I'll go on record on that.
Doesn't he have like a hot girlfriend?
Yeah, but he's rich. Remember that.
That's true.
Yeah, do you know how to add me on schedule one? Or do you want to start a new, no, do you want it on your server or my server?
I'll start it. I'll get it. Okay. I'll get her going. I'll send you the invite. Context here is she said, fuck Asmongold. And I replied, you want to fuck Asmongold, and she got mad. She calls him Assmold.
That's because he is Assmold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he doesn't fucking bathe or shower or clean himself, so he probably does have mold in between his ass cheeks. I hate that man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's awful.
I'm not sorry. No, fuck that. I'm not sorry.
Yeah, I don't know why you said sorry. You don't need to say sorry.
What else? Okay, so I know it's just a few of us, but does anyone know if he started going in? My dog is glaring at me right now because I have food. Did Asmongold hit his MAGA arc after the whole gaming controversy where he left people to die, or was it before?
No, wasn't that another dude? Wasn't that
No, Asmongold had the same thing happen, but it wasn't. That guy was a different gamer, but it was Asmongold did the same thing like months ago.
I don't know. I'm not super up to date on Asmongold lore. volume here. What?
I feel so tired. Says I don't drama lore about the obviously mentally ill. Sorry.
That's very woke of you. I feel so tired. Let's see. What was my final? 503.8k. Not bad. Not bad. Invite to friends.
Oh, we're gonna get some updates on this new one.
Yeah, but it's kind of a shit update.
It's not that bad.
It just
One
adds like
dude
one
making
new
this
building and a
himself.
jukebox. Just didn't seem like a big one to me. Selling drugs now. Yes, sir. You're not? They need to add prostitution, and then I can hoe you out, Casper.
It'd be a cheap one. No one will rob me.
Oh, fuck off! Why you gotta do that? You made me feel bad. In this economy? Walt Disney's things to do in Denver when you're Mickey. Okay, cool. New game. What do we call it?
Press play.
What do we call our new thing?
Drug Empire.
Yeah, what's our new drug empire name? Something with gup in it.
Oh, where's Daniel L?
Yeah.
Clever one.
Let me do this. Hang on.
We got Gup Blocks.
I'm gonna message him
that's the
in.
cool box.
I'm gonna message him in. In
90s?
Anything else? Get him and give us. All right. Wait. All right. Let's see. I'm waiting for him to say something. Let's see what he says. Gut blocks. Your music, I'm here. It's the game. It's the game. Neighboroonie. What is up? Welcome, welcome. Yes, sir. I'm waiting on Daniel's recommendation for a name for our new drug empire. Something with gup in it. He's creative with the names, so... We're going to wait probably till anything else ends and people come on over before we start diving into the politics shit.
Oh, has anybody played Blueprints yet? I think it's what it's called. Because Los
No, I
Gatos,
haven't.
yeah.
I have not played Blueprints. What's it about?
Hey, what's
Guess it's a
Hey,
map
Victoria.
game.
Breaking Gup is pretty good. I like Breaking Gup.
Breaking Gup is good.
Yeah.
Any specific song you want me to listen to? Jeremiah Clark? Is that who you want me to listen to?
What are you talking about?
Oh, Prince of Denmark. I do like Breaking Up.
I like
So
Breaking
far.
Gup. That's gonna. Oh no! Oh my God! I love Breaking Gup, but I think Daniel gave me the a really good choice. I feel so tired. This is just so perfect because he's also called me this before. Tren de Gapwa. It's a play on Tren de Aragua. I think that's so good. I know. I feel so tired, and I like Breaking Gup, but Tren de Gupwa is so good. We can skip the prologue, right?
Yeah.
You know, you can pick up all the stuff in the RV before it blows up. I did do that the first time I played it, but then it was all gone by the time when it restarted.
No, you gotta keep it in your inventory on your person.
Oh. Well, do we want to do the prologue? I kind of don't. I kind of just want to jump in. What do you think?
We don't have to do the prologue.
It's up to you. We can
the
do it if you
prologue.
want.
No. All we have to do is when we leave the, because when the prologue ends.
No, I feel so tired you can't. But
We're
you can
already in
just
the
whack
city.
them on your own if you want. When the prologue ends, what? Sorry?
I like the machete personally. No, when the prologue ends, we're at the city already.
I was more of a
have to
pacifist
go-
drug dealer.
Well, and when we get the updates, when we have the turf war, I think that the weapons will come.
That's
more
when
in
it's
handy.
really gonna come in handy, yeah. But the gunplay in this game is kind of shit, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that's
It's
why I
not
like
very
the
good.
machete.
Yeah. All right, let's skip the prologue. Let's get right into it. Here we go. Salad fingers and skinny jeans. Yep. Here we go, Casper. Let's take over this town. Let's pay for our cancer treatment.
It'll be so easy. The two of us.
We got this. Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna call the sequel Schedule 2. Yeah, probably when people come in, I'll start talking about the new Pope. After anything else. Pope and dope. Are you in? Like, are you starting with me?
Yeah, I'm creating my character.
Yeah, but like I agree. I feel so tired, but like most of the people right now are over in anything else, and they're just gonna want me to talk about shit all over again. If I talk about it before they get here.
Well, how do you feel about having the new pope?
I like the choice. I think it's a good choice.
What was the joke about people saying that we're in the end times if the pope becomes American?
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, the topical conversations is a whole draw. I agree.
No, I mean, like, I think the new Pope is a good choice. He seems, he's like a good friend of Francis. He's already been very outspoken against a lot of, Trump stuff. Tariff-free Pope. Oh, hey. I like your hair. Damn, you already got started.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll take the rack, we'll take the water, we'll take the packing machine, we'll take the cutters, and then we'll take everything else in here. It'll just make things easier.
Okay. Gotta get those grow lights. True. These are valuable.
$200, yeah.
Yeah. You already clipping shit?
Yep, if you want a package.
Hang on. Yeah, I
You
can
don't have any
package. Let me just
soil.
throw out the trash here real quick. Yay.
I'm efficient. I played this a couple times. How to get those grow lights. Terra-free Pope. Smart choice, actually. See,
Yep.
I made a joke, and I really am, like, nervous about repeating the joke. Because at this point, everything our president says is so fucking unhinged that it might actually happen.
Yeah, but now I want to know.
Oh, I think I said it to you. I said, the president, because he's fucking insane, is gonna try to deport the Pope from the Vatican.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know how he could possibly do that.
I don't know. I didn't say it would succeed. I'm saying he would want to. All right. I think that's all we can grab.
Let's see. Is there anything else? No, I think that's it, right?
And you have the package stuff, right? So we can sell that. Ooh. Hi, RV. Are we miss anything, guys? Anybody know anything more?
That's my sin. I stole that
just
joke for Armand Domoleski. I'd personally like to see Rome sacked again. Jesus.
I think,
Payphone you.
well, if Trump really looks at that fucking AI stupid picture of him being the Pope, and he goes on a fucking texting rampage in the middle of the night, or truthing, or fucking tweeting, or whatever it is, I think we're gonna get some unhinged shit.
I mean, he reposted it, right? So, like, what are you talking about exactly?
Oh, that he's going to, like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, 2 a.m. one night, because he doesn't sleep, he's got that dementia, insomnia kind of thing, that he's just gonna say, like, wait, you're not the Pope, I'm the Pope. The people wanted me as the Pope.
Oh, no. Oh,
see,
no.
See this photo?
Lindsey Graham sent out a photo, sent, like, a tweet to, like, the Vatican to be, like, also be like, you should pick Trump as your Pope. Can Trump just be an anti-Pope? Yeah, he probably could. He's just exploiting
People
the
are
news
already,
cycle to
like,
draw attention back to him. Maybe, yeah.
people are already considering him the Antichrist. I made a joke about, like I said, I can't fucking joke about shit anymore, because all the unhinged shit is coming true. I said, oh yeah, he's probably the fucking Antichrist. Is it because he wouldn't touch the Bible or whatever? And then now people are legitimately thinking Christ.
Oh no! Oh no!
Our RV exploded.
Welcome to Highland Point. This is our territory. Don't interfere. And then they're completely absent the entire game. Talk to Uncle Nelson. Christians believe in the Antichrist. Why do they sin? I don't understand the significance of that question.
Well,
Someone explain that to me.
that one's kind of a little loaded. Christians nowadays, okay, you sin all week, and this goes for Catholics too. You sin all week or whatever. You lie, you cheat, you steal, you do whatever. And then on Sunday,
I'm
either go to
Jewish.
church-
I was raised Jewish. I feel so tired. I actually don't know a lot of the ins and outs. Sorry, Casper, go ahead.
You go to church on Sunday, or you go to confession, or whatever it is, whatever the equivalent is in your branch of Abrahamic religion, and then you're good. You're absolved of your sins. You do your 7 Hail Marys, and if you're Mormon, you donate $1,000 to the church or something like that, and you pay off your sin. So,
If you're throwing 7
There's
Hail
that.
Marys, you've pretty much already lost the game. Sorry.
so it's kind of like that,
That was-
and
that
also
was
some
bad.
of these death
You
book
were
Christians
right to
want
ignore me and keep going.
Protestant faiths are generally less forgiving. Protestant is just
Casper, look, it's our
do you want?
first home together. Isn't this lovely?
Aww.
How sweet.
I just set it up there. You can move it wherever you want.
That's fine. I think that's where I put it when I plugged you. I really wanted to take this little Richard Nixon bobblehead with me, but you can't pick it up, and that sucks.
I know. I wanted to put that everywhere.
Yeah.
And let's do this. That. Oh, did you? Yeah, you grabbed the water cans. We're good.
Oh, we already have more? Oh, because you still had some, so let me just put this here. We need baggies. I'm gonna go get some baggies.
Cool.
And some other things we might need. You know, confession mechanism. You should be able to
Hell
open
yeah.
a head shop in this game and sell incense. Right?
So
Hey, Dan.
okay, and then.
Oh,
if
I
you...
did not mean to punch you. I'm so sorry. I meant to press E, not click.
Whoops. He's mad at you now.
Yeah, he should be chill now, though, right? When I come back. That was my bad, dog. Sorry. Okay, let's see. We're gonna
Basically,
grab
that's the
soil.
whole explanation for Christianity and Abrahamic religion as a whole. I don't know that too much about Islam, so I can't really comment on it. I know more about Mormonism, the whole branch of Christianity, Baptist, and Catholicism a little bit more than I know about anything else. So I don't really want to speak about Islam too much, but I know it's just the brother to Christianity.
When I deposit it online, do you have access to the online money?
Yes, I have access to the online, but I have my own stash of cash.
Okay.
Here,
Let's
let me-
see. I've got 2 soil, 20 baggies. I'll grab a
So
trash
that's the whole
can.
gist of
Wait, is there a
Abrahamic
trash
religion.
can in there already?
There's a trash can. Don't worry about
Okay,
it.
so I'll grab trash bags.
I would grab a grabber before we get a trash bag. Grabber is easier.
Yeah, I'll grab a grabber as well. Any storage? Do we want storage? I've got, let's see, 230
no,
left to spend.
In Judaism, people believe that Jesus hasn't come yet, or the Son
The
of God hasn't come
The
yet.
Messiah hasn't come
Messiah, I'm sorry. The Messiah hasn't come yet. So basically, from what I remember, and obviously correct me, you pretty much just wait at the gates of heaven. You don't necessarily get into heaven yet. So you're basically in purgatory until the Messiah comes to save everyone.
yet. Yeah.
And
Sure.
then, so
And there's not really a
Not
hell
everyone-
in Judaism.
And then, and then Neighboruni says they still believe in forgiveness, but it comes with repentance and sustained behavior change. Not saying X number of Hail Marys like Catholicism. They still believe
you
that.
need a bed as
but it's-
well, right? Like, I can't
No,
just
I don't
be...
need a bed.
You don't? Oh,
No,
okay,
we share a bed.
Oh. I'm gonna grab a couple more soil. That way I don't have to make the trip.
It's really hard because Christianity has been so bastardized by like just grifting scams, people, all the different like branches off of it. Like we mentioned Protestant earlier, there's Baptist, there's Lutheran, there's Mormonism, there's the really shitty ones that are the fundamentalists. And you have Amish, which is kind of Amish is a little weird. They're technically Protestant in some places, but they're also Jewish in others. Hey, what's up?
You might not just want to
Where's your
stand out
beard?
here, right?
I mean,
They
I
don't
care,
give
I
me
just
a
have
long
birds on.
beard. They don't let me have a long beard in this, so...
No, Jesus was a virgin birth. Technically, he's female because there was no male chromosomes to give him. So technically, he's trans.
Aren't we all, according to the new thing?
Oh yeah, the way it was worded, we're
Yeah.
all female because you don't get your. Because guys don't get their XY until later, so they're all XX for a while in the womb.
Yeah, at the point of conception, we're all
Anyway.
ladies.
Basically, Christians think that the
Oh, we don't have
really
any fucking
shitty ones.
seeds.
think that, yeah, we have to talk to Uncle Nelson at the
Yeah.
payphone.
I'm gonna go ahead and water this though.
They believe they can do whatever they want because as long as they say, "Oh, Jesus is my Lord and Savior," at the end of the day or night or at the end of the week or whatever, or they take Jesus into their heart or whatever, get baptized if that's
Real
the
fucking
version that they
convenient, isn't
want, and they'll be fine and they'll be safe from the
it?
apocalypse.
Said got my XY on pre-order.
It's the pay. There you go. Order 1 OT Kush.
Send me a message.
Oh, we need cash.
Oh, yeah. Go pull it out of the ATM. You literally stuck me behind the door. Okay. You sure you don't want to wait till tomorrow?
No, we can do it tonight.
Is it really bad? I think Kick Chat has just been bad today. It's been laggy today. Oh, I see Scarecrow in anything else chat.
Oh, he loves anything else.
Yeah. I'm going to send him a little flowy. Send him a flowy.
Oh, do we only have the shitty soil?
Yeah. That's all we have access to right now. If you pile out the trash in a small area in the corner, you can stuff it all in a single trash bag, no matter how much it is. How? How's
You
that
pile
work?
all the trash in a small area.
Peter File.
Yeah, it
God,
works,
what a
but
name.
it's just it depends on what kind of gamer you are and if you can actually get them all in a pile. I did that and it pissed me off because I just felt like I wasted trash bags. I'm gonna give samples to everyone.
I'm picking up trash to get us a little bit of cash.
Gotta wait for that dead drop. Ah, here's Stash and Dash. Cool.
Only worth it in
Cool.
a very
What's
early
this?
game. Yep.
Storage unit, $5,000. I guess that would work. I mean, the problem is you just grind. If you grind hard enough for the first couple of days, and I mean like IRL days, you're gonna just have so much bank that it won't matter.
That's kind of what I did when I first played this game. Dead drops ready.
Only behind. I gotta go pay the dude. You want to get the dead drop, or you want to get?
Get what?
Trash is only worth it in the very early game. Yeah. That's why I just use the trash picker upper and just get a little bit of cash at the beginning.
That's what I'm working on right now. You can go ahead and grab the dead drop if you want.
And so, like, piling it all up and putting it in a bag, it's kind of depends on what kind of gamer you are. It pissed me off because I felt like I was being inefficient. Fuck the police.
When do cops start to harass you? When they see you out past a certain point, they will harass you. And if you try to go past the checkpoint, they'll bug you too. But like here around the motel, they don't usually come around here too much, especially not in the early game.
No, if I had my screen shared and we saw both gameplays at the same time, they would see because the cops are like questioning. They're like, do I see a person out there? Because there's a curfew from like 9 p.m. to like 5 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie though, I'm going to be getting the golden skateboard as soon as I can because running around is so slow.
I know. $40 for less than a tenth of a bag of trash. Yep.
There's an extra. I didn't know how much you wanted to spend, so I only got 3 seats, but I can probably order more. I think if we order enough, we might be able to order 2, 3. That's 90. I have $10 already, so I need $80.
Park a car in front of the police station. They won't ever come out, though. Is that true? I didn't know that.
Yes, yes, yes. I've done that.
What? Damn it.
Yes, it's so nice.
I played the whole last game without knowing that.
Well, now you have a bunch of people that are going to give you hella tips and tricks.
Yep.
It'll be fun.
I've received 80 cash from you. Your debt is paid off.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
you,
thank
George.
you, sir. Oh, look, it's fucking Cranky Frank.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker. I love him, but goddamn is he annoying. Sometimes. Forget who the people are at the beginning, so I'm just gonna do my normal route. And get it up. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. $63%. Oh, you gotta teach me how to make things like super fucking addicting because I feel like that's my problem. Because I was never able to get people to like my cocaine,
Really?
like to buy my cocaine. But I never made it to where I actually got all the areas open
Okay.
behind motel.
Trash bag. You're telling us to do shit we've already done. Annoying. Alright.
If you we'll need more baggies in.
Everything's closed right now.
Yeah.
Put Frank in the trash machine and get money. I wish.
There you go. You just had to put it in your inventory to get it to go away.
To get what to go away?
The
Oh, the trash bag? Oh, okay.
mission. The mission, yeah. The mission.
Yeah. Same. Bag the contents of the trash can. I wanted to fill it up first. Let me grab some more trash and I'll fill it up.
One thing I had the biggest issue with is there was no mini map.
Yeah, I got totally used to it though. I know where everything is.
I do now. It just Mick. Fuck Mick. Beth Penn. Geraldine. Oh, I love Geraldine. Where's she now?
Guys, do you see
parking
the
garage?
sun shining like right in my face right now? Jesus Christ.
What are you guys playing?
Schedule 1.
Huh.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're making drugs and we're selling drugs, and I'm going through an FBI background check right now, so this is fun.
It's
I know they're
just a
watching.
game.
I know they're watching me.
Hmm.
I'm like, I didn't even want to go into the federal buildings to get my shit sorted because I'm like, I'm not even gonna bring my phone because if they actually look into what is on my phone right now, I talk really shitty about the Fuhrer. So.
Oh right. G-Kush, mouthwash, Red Bull, give you strength. You can swing this women in Golden State Park. Ah. Interesting.
So it's
Oh,
like an
yeah, that's
open world kind of GTA style game.
Yeah, way smaller though. It's more like management and automation sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Doo, doo, doo. Top shop behind the. Damn.
Money.
Mouthwash and Red Bull. I'm gonna remember that. I gotta put that on my list.
Yeah, it's a good tip. Good tip.
I would like some superpowers. Oh, fuck off, cops. Where's the door?
You get on top of buildings and even the freeway overpass. Oh, shit. Vision of pure food.
Oh, is that the
Food and
flying
Drug
one?
Act.
The flying
Yeah, just wait until you see that one of the ingredients you can use is horse semen.
I can't get Ludwig. He's inside of a building I can't get into somehow. Knock on. Fuck off, cops. No one likes you.
It's already 4 a.m. We might want to go to sleep now.
Yeah. I'm heading back. How do you source horse semen? Pretty sure.
I feel like that's a self-explanatory thing.
Oh, I'm under arrest. Oops. Oh well. Who cares?
Alright, then. Okay. Oh, hi.
Hi.
You just pop
Let me
right
grab
up
these
in front
seats
of me.
real
That's funny. A horse is a source, of course, of course. Oh, that's funny!
That's good. Want it? Here. Come here. You want it?
Yay. 445 XP. Level up. We gonna get a double level up? Okay. Oh, we need water.
Where's Beth is over by Taco Ticklers. She's over by. What is that? Top tattoo?
Hey, Benji. Oh, no. Not yet. Do them like no right now. Has anyone ever tried Gorgonzola?
Like
the
the
cheese?
adult blue cheese.
Sure have.
The adult blue cheese.
Adult
I hate it.
blue cheese?
Yeah. It's
Like
like
for
the more
grown-ups?
from it. Isn't it like a more moldy blue cheese? Like a more.
Yeah, it's good. It's tasty. I like blue cheese,
Fuck
though.
off, cops. No one likes you, cops. Okay, so you're a salty and sweet kind of person. A person of taste, minus the. Okay, I don't like blue cheese, but Gorgonzola is not too bad. But I do just like blue cheese with a pat.
Well, I figured out that once you have enough products, it's more efficient to just run around and sell to people directly and ignore all your texts. Huh.
I do.
The thing
schedule
is,
all
like,
my-
when you're playing by yourself, you're managing a lot of shit, and it's just easier to do that and, like, make sales as people ask you for sales. But the problem, it is more efficient in one sense, but the problem you run into is when you sell directly, you can't sell for as much. So you can hike them up on the price more when they're texting you. Pairs with cottage cheese? That sounds yummy. You can push more volume. Yeah. I don't know. Guess it depends. Damn it. Oh my god, I hate it so much when this happens. Fuck! There we go.
I do that thing where I schedule all of my orders for overnight And then after I do all my orders, then I just go run around everywhere and just resell to people. And then sell everything to everyone again. A big air. Right. Stay the fuck up there.
Pearl returns. Is that redheaded girl?
Yeah. Just pearly things. Yeah, exactly. That is an appropriate reaction.
Yeah.
Are you, Beth? Did you ever sell drugs to the priest
Wait, what? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I did.
inside of the church? I never got that far where I had the church like kind of open or unlocked.
She got to the point where I was spending so much time restocking inventory that text orders were too tedious. That's fair. I got to a point where I was selling cocaine that was like $735 a unit. So I was just spending all of my time producing that, managing my automated sort of thing there, and then just sending a brick out to each dealer like once a day. And I was pulling in like, depending on the day, like 20 to 60,000 every day.
Hey Jordan, are you waiting for more people to join?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for.
I'm just gonna go check in on another stream, and I'll come back.
Sure, sure, absolutely.
All right.
We'll see you in a bit. I'd like to purchase something.
Where are you?
20
Where is everyone?
baggies. Actually, 30 baggies. They're still in anything else. I'm pretty sure. No, I want to.
Can you rob people? No, but I think that will be coming. Oh, yes. You can pickpocket.
Oh yeah.
Have you pickpocketed anyone yet?
No, I don't
You know
think
that's
so.
an achievement.
Oh, I hadn't done it yet. Dude has an Apple IIc. Yeah. 3-stage meth recipe that was fully automated. So my cocaine recipe was 8 stages and it was fully automated.
Police. Oh. And a calculator. 35.6.
And it was heavenly quality as well. It was, the sequence was, if I recall correctly, hang on, let me think about it for a second. Yeah. But it was cool. It was like a good automation.
I've already sold 7 OG Kush, just a heads up.
Nice.
Your text messages. Letting
Yep.
you know for inventory.
Yep.
What's rent at the motel? It's a one-time, I think like $75 or something.
I got 24 OG Kush over here ready to go.
You want to do sour diesel already or no?
Your call.
Your game.
Sure, why not? So it was, the recipe was,
This is some bright Mr. Sun you got there.
trying to remember what the first thing was. Oh, right.
Yeah,
It
we
was
should get-
motor oil, cuke, paracetamol, gasoline, cuke, battery, horse semen, megabean. And that was like $730 asking price for each unit. It's nice. It's a nice spot. I live in Marina Del Rey. There's boats and shit right out there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 11, 15. Okay, yeah, we have enough product.
You live in LA and have a window, so you must be a wealthy man. Fair.
Just clipping these buds. Planting pot everywhere. What, here in Los Angeles? Nah. I don't need to do that. Everybody already does that. Oh, in the game? No, that's a terrible idea. The cops are going to see you do that and they're going to fuck you real quick.
Yeah, if you deal in front of the cop. That's why I kept saying, "Oh, fuck you, cops," a bunch of times because they caught me dealing.
Alright. Purchase.
Complete your first.
Fertilizer. We buy. Oh, how much cash do you have right now?
$0.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're a little
we
broke
don't-
right now.
We don't have a lot of cash right now.
What do you need?
Baggies. I wanted to get some fertilizer. Let's see.
See if we got any tweakers ready to go.
It is. I feel so tired.
Fuck.
Oh, and I need soil. Fuck. So 10. Long life soil. Nice. Nope, not enough balance. Yeah, please go make deals. Sell our stuff.
Skate park and sauerkraut pizza. there yet. Skate park it is. Well, eventually.
Motel appears to be the town's largest employer. Quite possibly.
Yep, and guess who are the people who get people the people stuck on drugs?
Us?
Us. At least for now. I gotta put the cops to. Yes, follow me away from the barbershop so I can sell things. Whee.
And so I moved on to meth above Mrs. Ming's. Kept the motel as a small-scale weed station where I could make custom strains for the picky customers. Central location is convenient. I'm telling you, I was making so much money just doing high-cost cocaine. High-value cocaine. I racked up big-time money really quick. Oh, no! You can't get me in here.
No. Yeah, the central location, I hated the barn. It was so fucking far away.
Why does it say under arrest? Because I was out past curfew and they saw me. But
yeah, I was running around with the cops. I got him. I'm getting him to get away.
You got 5 sales to make right now.
It's fine. The time stops at 4 a.m., so we have literally all night to do this.
Yeah, I know. I hate making sales at night.
Well, it's a good thing I'm doing it for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah.
I only have 12 baggies left, though, by the way. We only have $3 left.
I have a bunch of cash. I upped the
For when
price
you
on
need to
everything
unlock
anyway.
new people, it's nice to have the weed recipes and the easiest to find online. Sure.
I actually did pretty good. I just hated mixing. I don't know why mixing like bothered the shit out of me. And I had to Google how to get the handlers to work. It's like the stars in GTA, yeah. And then there's eventually like Wanted, and then Wanted Dead or Alive, stuff like that.
Oh, I never got that far.
Well, if you kill them, that's what happens.
Listen, I was a goody two
Sure.
shoes drug dealer.
When you
Okay.
unlock the new people, it's nice to have the weed recipes easiest. Yeah, I did do that because I have 2 monitors. I had the weed recipe up on my big monitor, like if I was hanging out with you guys or something. And then I would just make the recipes. It was just too tedious. You know how to get the orders to like not show up on your screen, right?
What do you mean?
Um,
Oh my god.
Okay,
Look at all
orders
these outstanding orders. Oh, these are just messages that you did. Okay.
no, okay. Press escape.
Settings.
Go to journal.
Oh.
No, not that, not that.
Oh, I
And then,
know
so
what
what
you're
happens?
saying.
And then you just click it, and then it goes off your screen.
Yeah.
That's how I would do. If I would back before I just said I give up. I'm just gonna make people buy it in groups of 5.
I
just
don't
do
think
jars.
we're ever realistically competing against anything else. I feel so tired. That's, you know,
Destiny is
they're
always
huge. Like, Jesse's always the best to gouge.
She gives you attitude though, but it's okay.
You gotta up your game. I think at this point it's not as much about upping the game. Like, I just need more people if I'm gonna ever get close to that. I'm tiny. I'm tiny little streamer guy.
We'll get there.
Moving up. They already want us to move. You know, tell your friends, tell your family, come and watch this Jewish fuck with the beard.
Also,
Oh, don't say that.
need more people, and we need. On phone, there you are. Okay, now I'm just gonna sell to people. We have $1,100, so we should be able to get plenty of stuff tomorrow when
Nice.
potential customers. Meg Cooley is way over there. Voice by the gas mart. Chloe is by the park. Chloe's fucking annoying.
Okay, because I am now about to be out of baggies. But we have some sour diesel.
You don't have friends and family, that's okay. You have Jordan World now.
Yes. That's cold comfort. I don't disagree with you.
At least it's entertainment. We at least acknowledge you exist, unlike like fucking Tiny.
You don't even weigh your nugs. They don't give me a way to weigh the nugs.
In the Packard 2, 2.0 or whatever, technically you weigh it, but not really. Oh, fuck off, Mick. You bastard. Ooh. Oh shit. I'm
One
accidentally
marijuana, please.
Me. I don't know shit about drugs at all. And so whenever I have a question about something, I just look like the biggest fucking dumbass. I'm like, which one do you is it crack the one that you inject, or is that something else? Or which one's the one you
smoke
sniff?
crack. Cocaine
I
is the
know.
one oh.
I know now, but it was just like for years I was just like, I don't know which one. Like, I didn't know, me being white, I'm not allowed to say fucking not that I'm not allowed to say, but like you're supposed to say joints, but black people are supposed to say blunts, and I always call them blunts because I thought I got
No,
mixed
that's
up.
not true. That's not what it is. Blunts and joints are two different things.
Oh, that's what I was told. So I was like, well, fuck, I don't fucking
That person
know.
lied to you or
Not like
did
I'm
not
around.
know themselves.
She did not know.
Yeah. Blunts and joints are two different things.
She was
exactly,
not.
Neighbor Rooney. Oftentimes from like repurposed Black and Mild is a very common way to do it. Or a Dutchie.
That's why people used to buy Black and Milds from the grocery the store I worked at. Okay.
Exactly, I feel so tired. Swisher Sweets. Bro, how many times have I bought a Swisher Sweet for a buddy who's like, yo, can you grab a Swisher for me on the way over to their place? When I was in college, it was always Dutchies. Not that I know anything about this. Listen, I'm in California. It's all good here. Grape is especially popular. I like grape too.
Grape was especially
Whoa, do not clip me. I'm talking about grape flavored, like, tobacco leaf wrap.
Don't clip me, but then you want us to clip you.
Not grape. No, do not clip me on that, okay? Saying I like grape when I mean grape flavored tobacco leaf.
You have a really shitty mod. I mean, she doesn't know how to do fucking anything. You had to Google how to make a poll. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, we have more customers. Okay. I'm trying to get this dead drop. Where the fuck is it? In grocery store. By the parking lot. Okay. Is this the grocery store?
How much did prices change when CA legalized? They added like a 20% tax on it. So about 20%. But I'm okay with that. I don't mind. It was worth it. The quality is much better. You know where you're getting it from. It's way cheap now, yeah.
That's weird.
Gua.
Oh, it says that customers are in certain areas, but they're not. Like, it's a different character. It says that they're, like, I'm looking for Jerry right now, and it says that Jerry's right here, but it's actually Cranky Frank.
Jerry. He's gonna be, like, in his tent or something.
But it's actually Cranky Frank.
Hang on.
Oh no, you're right. There, he's in his tent.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
66%. Fuck it. I'm just gonna make him go on sour diesel. Get my calculator out. Eight. Rolls.
Bought a cart in Vegas when I went there this January. Threw it away before getting the plane back because I was afraid of getting arrested. Growing up in Minnesota practically guarantees your rube everywhere else.
What's a
I
cart?
flew from Michigan because it was totally legal since both states have it legalized recreationally. I was able to fly from both Michigan and Missouri, oddly enough, because it's legalized in Missouri, back to LAX without any issues. Partook it quite some time, and I remember being able to get 1 gram joints for like $3 back in 2019, and before legalization it was like $10 a gram. Yeah.
I heard that at least up in Oregon, the weed business is fucking struggle busting. Okay, I'm good to
We're
head to
good?
sleep.
Okay,
if you
let me
want to.
just top these off then.
Yeah, because the market is super saturated because there's like little to no regulation in Portland or in Oregon. So there's a bunch of stores, a bunch of warehouses, but the price just dropped dramatically from like $1,000 of I don't know crate a pound. I don't really know for sure.
Electric trimmers, nice, and a sprinkler.
Oh, we double
Mixing
leveled up.
station. We triple leveled up. Quadruple leveled up.
Nice.
We can get green crack. And Viagra.
Carts are concentrated oil that you can vape, short for cartridge. Oh, okay. I was thinking like a shopping cart. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't expect you to be able to go on with that much.
Alright, I'm gonna go get the electric clippers. I'm gonna sell these at the fucking thing. I'm gonna go shopping. Time to shop.
I keep getting these customers. Speaking of orders.
Alright. We'll get like 6 long life soil.
Festivals open.
Not a lot of room for the sprinklers, so I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna get like 60 baggies.
That's the case. You should get U-Haul and arbitrage the price between Oregon and California.
Not
I don't really
time for a
know.
mixing station yet. Purchase.
Fucking car wash.
Alright, what am I doing right now? Oh, I know, I gotta sell these other clippers.
Aside from it being a federal offense. Yes, FBI agents who are watching me right now. To be fair, I did not know it was a federal offense. But I realize now it would because it's legal for both of them. Why would it be illegal? If it's legal in both states, and California's right on top of Oregon. It's federally illegal. Well, now I know. Legal and the federal government controls interstate commerce. Okay. See, you learn something new every day.
LAX actually has an official position now. They have like put out a statement where they have said you can travel with weed on your person up to a certain amount through our airport.
Didn't we find out that TSA sucks and they don't actually like do anything aside from piss people off and profile?
Pretty much. Don't most flights take 2 airports? It depends. Depends on, yeah, I guess it depends on what your flight is. But technically, like, you have to leave the airport or, like, go through shit to be considered to have left. It's, like, weird with airports, right? Your jumbo toothpaste.
I had to get fully searched because the stupid scanner. I was on my period. By the way, guys, I'm a woman. I was on my period and I had a tampon in, and they were like, "Yeah, there's something in between there."
This is news to me.
It was a woman, and she was like, "Yeah, I need to get." She showed me the scanner, and she was like, "Hey, can you look? There's something right here," and it was like a heat. There's like heat down there. I was like, "Yeah, I'm running a fever, and that's my tampon." And she was like, "I don't know," and so I had to get searched. That was a fun time, and I had to get searched in front of my father and my brother.
Oh, they're
My
finishing
first
up.
flight on my own.
They're finishing up. Jump over there. Tell people to come over. Where do I get the fucking supplies again? So I want the moisture holding pot. Where the fuck do I go to get supplies like that again? Thought it was supposed to be here. Anything else is finishing. Hooray. Can't get it up. Bum, 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 da, da, da. Busy earning. Can't get it up. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Thought it was the hardware store that I buy this shit. Am I tripping? You've been lurking the whole time? Like a twat?
Who's been lurking?
Oh, this is the new thing, right? This is the new thing. Daniel has. As penance for your lurking, tell people to come over here. Shit. Isn't it supposed to be in the hardware store, I guess? I thought we were supposed to be able to get it now. I thought it said... Huh. How was I bullying you?
You know what you did.
What did I do? I legitimately don't remember.
Ouch. See how
Wait.
it is?
No, what did I do?
Joking. I'm gaslighting you. I'm gaslighting you. I'm absolutely fucking gaslighting you.
So mean. So rude.
Yeah. Yes.
Unbelievable. I never had anybody be so rude to me. Unbelievable.
It can be ruder.
Oh, we got a whole bunch of people just coming in. Hello, everybody.
Hello. just are chiming in to me counter-bullying the host of the show. Host of the stream. I'm gonna guess that's not true. It was not true.
Yeah, she was gaslighting me, guys. We're gonna use those Gen Z terms. She was being microaggressive.
I was being macro-aggressive. I don't do anything. I don't deal with anything micro.
Ooh, you do not.
It reminds me of the bust I saw or heard. I don't remember, where the cop openly tries to buy from a dealer, and the dealer said, "But you're a cop." So the cop says, "Don't worry, I'm cool." He sold it to him and got busted.
Wait, what was that? That was, I don't remember what that was from. That was from something for sure.
Canadian border guard tried to entrap me once, asked me if I had any weed, and I said not to worry because it's legal in Canada now. Sounds about right. I didn't have any on me, but they interrogated me and did a full search of my car and phone and whatnot. Turns out immigration doesn't like it when you tell them you don't have an itinerary and aren't quite sure of where you're going. Yeah. Yeah. I also really hate ice, so there's that.
I always ask for no ice.
Are we on seeds? Okay, I just bought some. The should be soon. 4 hours. How are you on soil and baggies and stuff?
I think we're okay. But if people are coming over now, we should probably get started on some of the politics stuff.
In the zone. Okay. Just say you're trafficking yourself. Alright, here. I gotta get rid of my inventory if you're gonna...
Yeah, you go ahead and hold down the fort.
Oh, I'm holding down the fort? I just wanted to get rid of my inventory before you exit it out.
I wasn't exiting out. I was just gonna start on shit.
What are you growing right now? Sour diesel, I hope. Oh, you have sour diesel.
And then Casper, you should probably jump in Tiny's chat. Tell people.
I did. Did it not show up?
Oh, did you?
You know, it may not have sent.
Was bouncing between stranger few moments. What did he tell you? The sheer gall of Pierre Poliev. Wow. It's got the terminal in Costa Rica because I couldn't get my phone to pull up my hotel booking. Uh-oh. Alright. Yeah, we're playing the same game.
The sheer gall of Pierre Paul. Don't you?
I'm so excited to talk about this. I've been wanting to talk about this.
Yes, people don't understand.
What?
Oh, I was talking to neighbor Uni.
Mm-hmm.
He said he almost got the terminal in Costa Rica because one time I couldn't get my phone to pull up my hotel booking. Always print your shit out. I tell everyone, I'm like, look, I know that it says the app will work, but you don't know how busy that fucking airport Wi-Fi fucks with your phone. Take screenshots and print it out. You'll thank me later. Every single time. No matter what.
Where's Candy? Candy hasn't been around the last couple times.
No, she was in anything else today. Bit.
That's weird. She's like always here. She just hasn't been here the last couple times. I don't understand. I don't understand. Where's she gone?
It is 3 hours ahead. From us.
Yeah, but it's a Friday. It's a Friday.
Yeah, but she's hot. She's a woman. She probably wants to go out and have fun. Hey, get rid of. Can you put your cutters and the water
Yeah.
down in the shelf so I can grab it?
Here's the trash grabber too.
I think it may have been Cops, the show. Probably. That show was popular as fuck.
All right. Well, since I'm dying to talk about this, I'm just going to jump into it. So, guys, for those of you who've been watching my stream for a while, you know that we've been following on and off this situation with the North Carolina Supreme Court race. Remember, have you seen this? You heard about this? About how they've been trying to throw out these votes, these obviously legal votes, and it's just been insane. Well, we have some very good fucking news, guys. The Republican has finally conceded. Woo! Let's fucking go. Do we have soundboard for applause? I don't know. Do we have soundboard for applause? Probably not. Let's see. Do we have applause soundboard? No.
Legal battles. Did they say, like, were they pulling a Trump and say, like, oh, there's illegal ballots and there's illegals?
Okay. Yeah, so they were trying to claim illegal ballots. It was bullshit. Hey, thank you for the follow, Steve Skeltel. What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
What's up, Steve?
I find absolutely based. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I find World War III preferable to us all becoming wonks because of Trump personally. Okay. I don't want to be a wonk. So yeah, this is huge. The big thing about this was, yeah, essentially what was going on was they tried to use voter ID law to say that there were small discrepancies between registrations on, how people did their registrations and how the IDs that they actually showed. Something on here. Yeah, welcome. You're absolutely welcome. This is sort of like we're trying to put together like a little post-Destiny stream chill place where we continue to talk about stuff and, sometimes go over drama, go over shit, have fun, sometimes not political, but yeah, it's just a good chill time. Most of the people you're going to see in here are from Destiny's chat. So yeah, essentially they were using the voter ID law to try to disenfranchise a whole bunch of people by saying, oh, there are discrepancies between the voter ID law and the voter IDs and their registrations. Unfortunately for them and their little scheme that they did, even though courts in NC were trying to uphold it, once it got to the federal courts, there was no shot. And not only was there no shot, but like there was a certain federal court that literally said every single one of your complaints is dismissed and every single complaint from the other side is valid. They basically shut them down in every single possible way, as if to say, there's no fucking shot. This is insane. It ain't happening. And so he's conceded. Now they're going to certify it. She is going to be on the Supreme Court, which means the Democrats will hold a majority in the North Carolina Supreme Court. Hallelujahs! Thank God.
And South Carolina is inherently red?
This is North Carolina, but North Carolina has been purpley over the years. Yeah, it jumps back and forth.
Finally going to anything
so
new.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. And one of the more crazy things about it was that like a bunch of the counties that they were really pushing on they only talked about blue counties. Like they didn't try to do this in any red counties, only like heavily blue counties. I get the Carolinas and Dakotas mixed up. That's fair. They're both north and south and they can be pretty forgettable. So that was a big one. I'm super stoked about that, especially since we were following that really closely. And it had like a lot of implications for other shit. So, yeah, that was good. Other things. We have a new pope.
We have a new pope.
Habemus Papam. And he is a Yankee. How about that? We got a Yankee Pope. American Pope. Isn't that special? A lot of people think that it was specifically because of the rise of, like, far-right sentiment and MAGA and Trumpism and all of that, and they wanted to provide a counter to it because it's spreading a lot of really strong things throughout the world, throughout the United States. Cardinal Prevost, or now Pope Leo, was very close with Francis, is going to continue a lot of the sorts of things that Francis did. He's a little bit more conservative than him, but not like a significant amount, right? This is definitely a choice that seems like wanting to continue sort of the same sort of policies that Francis did. So I think it's cool. It was a good choice. He seems like a nice guy. He's got a very, like, I don't know, sweet demeanor about him, it seems. We'll see. We're only a few days in, but we'll see. Seems interesting. What else do we want to talk about? Did you guys see when... I'm sure you all saw this by now, because this was a little while ago, but did you all see when this piece from, like, the Meet the Press interview, when they were talking about... when they asked Trump about upholding the Constitution, and he answered, I don't know. Did you all see that? That shit was crazy. Yeah. That shit was wild, bro. I don't understand why people are not losing their fucking minds. See, he didn't even lie. He didn't even try. He was just like, I don't know. Maybe. It depends on if I like it or not. Which, of course, is... the whole reason it's there is to protect people whether you like it or not. That's the whole point of the Constitution.
Of what,
God, he's so nuts.
Process? Is that what you're talking about?
Due process, but it was just a very
He said
general
that about
question.
due process,
Let
too.
me see if I can pull up the clip, and we'll just watch it right now. Oh, advertisement. Ew.
Yeah, the Pacific Northwest lefties are definitely a special breed of person.
They are a special breed.
Hold on, let me mute myself.
So let's talk about this, because obviously you've had a back and forth with the Supreme Court. In a 9-0 decision, the Supreme Court directed your administration to facilitate the return. You've talked about this in the past, of Gilmar Abrego Garcia from a prison in El Salvador, whose deportation your administration called an administrative error. You said in a recent interview you could bring him back, but you won't. Are you defying the Supreme Court, sir?
No, I'm relying on the Attorney General of the United States, Pam Bondi, who's very capable, doing a great job.
She's so
Because I'm not involved in
So
the
capable.
legality or the illegality. I have lawyers to do that, and that's why I have...
I love it. He's just like, I don't care about the legality or illegality. That's what the lawyers do. I don't care. I'm too busy for legality or illegality, okay? I have shit to do.
A great DOJ. We have a great one. We had a very corrupt one before. Now we have a great one. And they're not viewing the decision the way you said it. They don't...
Legality or illegality, okay? I don't have time for that, okay? I need to be either, and I don't have time for legalities.
view it that way at all. They think it's a totally different decision.
Well, you say you have the power to bring him back, though. Your attorney general says, quote, that's up to El Salvador. Just to put a fine point on this, do you have the power to bring Abrego Garcia back as the Supreme Court?
Technically it is, but you shouldn't be saying that. You should be saying we're doing everything we can. Technically, she's right. It is up to El Salvador. But like, if you don't want to look insane, you go, look, it's ultimately going to come down to them. We're going to try everything we can to bring him back. But, you know, as of right now, he's under the jurisdiction of Bukele and El Salvador. So we'll see what we can do. But obviously, you know, if we can't force them to send him back. That's how you respond to that. Even if you don't want to do it. Even if you don't want to do it. That's what you fucking say.
The power to ask for him to come back if I'm instructed by the Attorney General that it's legal to do so. But the decision as to whether or not he should come back will be the head of El Salvador. He's a very capable man.
Well, you know, and your Attorney General has said the issue is with that word facilitate. Will you seek clarification from the Supreme Court? Do you need to go back to the Supreme Court?
We may do that. I was asking about that. We may do that.
Your Secretary of State says everyone who's here, citizens and non-citizens, deserve due process. Do you agree, Mr. President?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know.
Fuck off, bro.
No.
Well, the Fifth Amendment.
It's the Fifth Amendment, dog. I don't know if everybody gets due process, even though it's in the Fifth Amendment and it describes persons or people, not citizens. And the Supreme Court, on multiple occasions throughout history, has clarified that persons means all people within the jurisdiction of the United States, not just citizens. And that includes specifically illegal aliens or undocumented immigrants.
Amendment says
I don't know. It might say that, but if you're talking about that, then we'd have to have 1 million or 2 million or 3 million trials. We have thousands of people that are some murderers and some drug dealers and some of the worst people on earth.
But
some of the worst, most dangerous people on earth.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. That's why the Constitution exists, so you can't just be like, look, oh, these guys are so terrible, we're just gonna kick them out with due process. You have to prove that they do what you're saying they're doing. Otherwise, you're just flaunting the Constitution. This is the crazy part about it, is they keep saying this stuff. They keep saying these things like, oh, these are the worst guys. These are the worst guys. Well, how do you actually know that they're the worst guys if you haven't gone through due process? That's how the law works. And that's why the Supreme Court continues to uphold this. Your own Supreme Court, by the way, that has 3 members that you nominated and had approved, 9, all 9 of them upheld that. All 9 of them. Even fucking Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito. Even those 2, who are like totally at your beck and call for almost everything. Even they upheld it, dog. Like, who the fuck are you kidding? Who do you think you're fooling?
And I was elected to get him the hell out of here, and the courts are holding me from doing it.
But even given those
No, they're not. Just put them through due process, and then you can kick them out. It's not even that fucking hard, dude.
numbers that you're talking about, don't you need to uphold the Constitution of the United States as president?
I don't know. I have to respond by saying again, I have brilliant lawyers that work for me, and they are going to obviously follow what the Supreme Court says.
This is him just trying to, of course, this is him trying to be like, look, if something goes wrong, I just say I listen to the lawyers so they get in trouble instead of me. Which, like, fair. That's what you should do in this position to an extent. But also, it's so weak, dude. It's so weak. And he always does this. He's always like, I'm the strongest guy. I'm the strongest guy. But whenever there's, like, some kind of thing that is going to, like, challenge any of those issues, he's, like, right away going to say... he's right away going to, like, put it onto somebody else. He's not going to take responsibility for it. He's going to say, somebody else did it. Somebody else did it, right? It doesn't have anything to do with me. Absolutely insane.
What you said is not what I heard the Supreme Court said. They have a different interpretation.
Is anyone in your administration right now in contact with El Salvador about returning Abrego Garcia to the United States?
I don't know. You'd have to ask the Attorney General that question.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated.
So, yeah. Crazy. It's crazy.
So, like, let's pretend for a second Okay, so you and I are quote unquote illegal citizens, right? Let's just pretend. And so, how do they know that I drug dealt or dealt drugs, and how do they know that you murdered someone beyond a reasonable doubt? Although I know beyond a reasonable doubt is not part of their process anymore. It is part of due process. So, how do they know that you murdered someone? How do they know that it dealt drugs? They can do a
Exactly.
he said, she said. It's that, or it's either they don't know, or they surveilled these people. They surveilled you and I. In which case, and didn't they violate some shit? I don't really know how it works against non-citizens if you to like surveil people. But how do they know that you and I are illegal citizens? Either. How do they know for sure that you and I are illegal?
They don't.
And they would have to surveil private
He
citizens.
doesn't know anything about his own administration. I believe that, Steve. And the thing that really makes me believe that, like when I think of like the most evident things about that is when he does like his executive orders one after another, right? He sits there and he's like signing these executive orders as they're like explaining it to him, which makes me think he has no idea about any of this before they put it in front of him. He's just being told about this like as they're being put in front of him, which is insane. Ooh, but following the Constitution is too hot. It's too hot. Ideology is rational. He's completely clueless. Ideology is rational, not reasonable. So you check all the boxes and bingo, you're guilty. Yep. They read them off to him like he's a retarded toddler. Like he's a retarded toddler? Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at topics for stream.
But following the Constitution is too hard. Yeah,
It's
pretty
too
much.
hard. It's too hard. Oh yeah, Daniel, this is a Kino one. This one's big. This one's big shit. Are you fucking kidding me, dog? Are we for real? Another fucking Fox News host? Another one? Another one? Are we for real? Wait,
Why?
I
Who
know
the
what this
fuck is
means.
Janine Pirro?
She's a Fox News host.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I mean, like, I've never heard of her before.
Another one.
That's a good one to have. That's a good one to have. I'm going to keep that one. The succularity. We're on our way, bub. We are on our way. I like this one, though. Another one.
Are you done with Schedule 1? You want to just save and exit out real quick?
Yeah, we'll save and exit out. We might come back to it a little later.
No worries, I just got you set up. Oh wait, let me deposit the cash real quick before.
God, I always do that. I always accidentally punch in this game when I'm trying to do shit. Just get everyone from Fox News to run the government. I mean, that seems like what he's trying to do, right? Are you good? Are you good to go? Oh my God, Casper!
What?
You, look, it's a mess in here.
You've seen my games. I don't care. I'll pick it up later. I got things to, I'm running an empire.
All right, we good? We good?
Wait, will you save? Save? Did you save?
I did save. I'll save again. All right.
Sure.
No, it
Okay,
won't even
thank
let
you.
me do it. It's making me wait. So yeah, I saved.
Okay, cool. Then you're good.
Quick. Okay, cool. Then we might come back to it a little later. Buckeye! He's on Oblivion. How is it?
Oh yeah, you were saying it in chat, and I was just jealous.
Welcome, bud. Welcome.
How many DUIs?
Sleepy! Ooh, everybody's showing up.
One in your 20s sucks. But if you have multiple after your fucking 20s, then you're
Another DUI hire. That's funny. Was that a happy mistake? Did you mean DEI and then it just nicely changed into
No, that's the
DUI? Because
joke.
that works too. That's the
on
joke?
TikTok.
Okay. That's okay.
that's the
All right.
joke.
I just had it. I just had a tism moment there. Hassan is a stupid dumbass. What a name! What a name! Welcome, Hassan is a stupid dumbass. I agree. I meant it like Pete Hegseth. Yeah, fair. Good.
Oh my God. Who's this chick called Janine something?
Janine Pirro. Yeah, she's a Fox News host. Hey, Bobblebee. Bobblebee. Welcome.
Okay, she was at least a district attorney. She was at least a former district attorney of Westchester County.
Yeah, but like when? Is the question, right? Because she's
In
now...
1990.
In 1990?
She's 73.
Dog.
Oh my God. Another old fuck.
Bro, that's the year I was born. That's how long it's been. The last time she was doing this was the year I was born. And I'm an old fuck by Gen Z standards, okay?
You are an old fuck compared to Gen Z.
Don't
In Gen
even.
Z standards, I'm sorry.
I wonder if she's rusty. Yeah, right? I'm supposed to go to an Edgar Allan Poe speakeasy tomorrow. They have themed drinks and everything. That's awesome, dude. That sounds pretty fucking cool.
I want to go.
Yeah, you're going to have to report back to us about how that was.
I want
next time you
extreme
come in.
detail.
Yeah, I kind of want to know about all the shit there. All right, so that's a cool one. What else we got?
We're just all fucking nerds. Everyone knows Edgar Allan Poe in here. That's awesome.
Oh, the federal judge. Oh, yeah, federal judge of the disputed ballots, and then we went over that because, once again, this motherfucker right here finally conceded. Thank God. I'm saying it again. I know I already said it before, but we got new people in today. This NC Supreme Court race that we've been following on stream for like a month or two now, he fucking conceded. It's over. It's over. After like 6 months, it's finally over. So that's fucking amazing. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
they're so far away from us.
What?
Oh, this Edgar Allan Poe speakeasy. They're like a ghost shop. They show up in random places.
Oh. Where do they go?
Well, right now they're in like the central U.S. The closest he'll get to you is May. They'll get to you is in late May.
This is pretty cool looking. Doesn't this guy kind of look like...
He looks like Peter Dinklage. Yes, he does.
Oh, that's not who I was going to say.
Oh,
Look at
that's
his
what I was gonna
hair.
say.
Whose hair is that?
Oh, yeah, he does look like Tiny.
Yep.
Oh,
That's tiny hair.
No, look at the one where he's standing. Look at the one on the far left where he's standing.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, it looks like Henry Ford.
That's so funny. He looks, all he needs is like a missing part of his beard right here. And he'll look just like him.
I like Edgar's Twisted Brandy Milk Punch. That looks fun. Drinks look
Does
fun.
Tiny look like... That's a good question. I feel so tired. The real question is, does Tiny look like Peter Dinklage? They have the
Considering
same
Tiny's
hair.
younger than-
They do have the
considering
same
Tiny's younger
hairstyle.
than him. Peter did get around for a while. You never know.
Yeah.
You don't know what Tiny's dad looks like.
Yes, we do.
That's
We've
true.
seen
That's true. We do.
We've seen both of his parents on stream. Yeah. Is it Milk Punch, Milk and Whiskey?
Equal parts Kentucky bourbon with French brandy is mixed with vanilla
sounds
cream,
pretty
milk
good.
syrup, and half and half. So it's just like
Lenore's gone. What do you want me to say?
it's like a White Russian, but like bourbon instead of
Let's
vodka.
see. Oh, and then the whole thing about the Meet the Press interview was really fucking annoying anyway, right? Because he made a big fucking, diarrhea smelling stink about Kamala's 60 Minutes interview being edited. And then the Meet the Press interview got edited all the fuck up, right? We only know half of the stupid ass shit that he said because they ended up uploading all of the extra stuff that got cut out. So that shit was wild. That shit's wild. Dude's in another fucking universe right now. He's all over the place. He's all over the map. Okay. Another thing.
I would absolutely dress up the way that I always want to dress up, which is pure gothic.
What?
I would absolutely go with
I like that. That's
I would
cool.
go with you, Buckeye, 100%.
When was the last time you dressed up full goth?
When I went to a Ninja Sex Party concert back down in when I lived in LA.
I don't
like
know
their-
what that is, so I definitely thought before you said concert that you were just gonna say Ninja Sex Party.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And I was like, how does one
class?
classify a sex party as being a ninja sex party is the question.
I actually posted one of their songs when we on like Monday, I think.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did
Kinda
I
like,
did get that,
Kind of like
Buckeye.
Weird Al. Do you
Okay.
know who Aaron Hansen is from Game Grumps? You know Game Grumps? Did you watch any Let's Plays?
Not
players
really, no. Not too much.
Okay, well there you go. Dan Avedon and Bran Wick. Yep. I was a huge fan of Game Grumps for the longest time, even when JonTron was on it. And then I watched Game Grumps by themselves. I stopped watching JonTron, and when I like turned 21-ish, and then I kind of just stopped watching Game Grumps as well. But I really like Ninja Sex Party, which is the band. Oh, what PhD is Brian? He's something physics, isn't he?
Brian May from Queen is an astrophysicist.
No, it's Brian Wecht, the guy who's in Ninja Sex Party. He's the ninja in the Ninja Sex Party.
Huh.
Okay, you know what? I will send you a couple songs by them so I can
Save it for later. Save it for the end of the stream.
at least give it to chat.
You never see them
So they-
coming! Oh, that's so good! Ah! That's so good. Oh, Daniel, that was a good one.
Yeah, one guy's a 40-year-old Jew, kind of gives Weird Al, and the other guy is a PhD. He doesn't really talk. He's basically a family man now.
All right. Well,
See
while
what I
you're looking
got.
that up, one of the latest things Trump is big sad about. Once again, holding interest rates steady because they have no fucking clue what's going to happen because nobody has any fucking clue what's going to happen. And then Trump sits there, shocked Pikachu face as fuck, like, why didn't anybody lower their interest rates? As if everybody's in his mind and knows what's going to happen, but they don't because he's doing dumb shit. By the way, I don't know if you saw this, guys. I don't know if you all saw this, but so as part of the UK trade deal, right? Tariffs are still baseline 10%. They're not getting rid of that. And they have confirmed now that no matter what deals are made, they will still keep a baseline 10% tariff on everybody. That's right. Baseline 10% tariff on everybody, even with a deal. So we're all just fucked anyway, right? Everything's going to get more expensive. What's the deal? Yeah, it's not a huge thing. It's pretty small. The UK only accounts for 2% of our imports. But let's go ahead and take a look at the details. Limited bilateral trade agreement that leaves in place Trump's 10% tariffs on British exports, modestly expands agricultural access for both countries, and lowers prohibitive U.S. duties on British car exports. The general terms agreements. So when I posted in chat at Jordan, what did I do?
You're saying I was saying which one, because some of these people know who NSP is, and I said which song should I show people, because they're kind of they give Weird Al in like silly songs, and they all are posted. They're all saying the one that I posted in chat on Monday that you ignored.
Oh, sorry. My
No, it's
bad. General Terms Agreement is the first of dozens of tariff-lowering deals that Trump expects to land in the coming weeks after upending the global trading system with steep new import taxes aimed at shrinking $1.2 trillion U.S. goods trade deficit, even though that doesn't fucking matter. Trump hailed the deal in the Oval Office, blah, 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 blah. Give us the details. Where are the details? Reduce U.S. tariffs on British auto imports to 10% from the current 27.5%. Lower rate will apply to a quota of 100,000 British vehicles, almost the total exported in the U.S. last year. U.S. tariffs on struggling U.K. steel industry will fall to 0 from 25%. Okay, thank you, Neighbor Rooney. Jesus. I expected better from Reuters. Damn. Okay. U.S. beef exports to the United Kingdom, Kingdom. Here's the dear leader fact sheet. Copy link. Paste and go. Alright. Beef exports to the United Kingdom are currently subject to a 20% tariff. Within a quota of 1,000 metric tons, the United Kingdom will remove the 20% tariff. Additionally, the United Kingdom will create preferential duty-free quota of 13,000 metric tons for U.S. beef. In return, the United States will reallocate to the United Kingdom 13,000 metric tons of its existing other countries' tariff rate quota for beef. Additionally, the United Kingdom will offer preferential duty-free TRQ of 1.4 billion liters for U.S. ethanol. We already read about this. Okay. They're still going to negotiate on the pharmaceuticals. A lot of this is just we're going to keep talking. Non-tariff barriers. I don't understand why they needed to impose tariffs in the first place to make this deal. It's just, they just could have made the deal.
Why does he think?
This is the thing. This is the thing. Like they can't just say the details. They have to say this is so great for America. It's amazing. Okay. What were you gonna say, Casper?
Well, why does he think that he can just? Why does he think America is so important that he can make these kinds of demands?
Because I think he thinks he's negotiating from America's economic position like 20, 30 years ago. But now China has such a strong trade position itself that countries can just turn to them instead. It just seems like it was ill-advised to me.
I don't know if you were on when I watched that podcast, I shared that podcast with you, but they said that China isn't going to buy soybeans from us anymore. They're going to buy it from Brazil.
Yeah, they'll buy it from other people. I mean,
Yeah, it's
shit,
like I don't understand
Argentina
why.
is a huge one of the biggest producers of soybeans in the world, too. He's an
I
economic
wholeheartedly
nationalist, thinks the government can be centralized in a single person. I mean, yeah, that's part of it, but then he thinks the U.S. economy is like where it was at a point when it really was the center of everything. And that's not as much the case anymore. We've globalized, as we should, because it makes it cheaper for us, it makes it cheaper for other people. And he's trying to undo all that and make it more expensive for everybody. Because if you bring all the manufacturing here, it's going to be more expensive. They're going to buy it from other places anyway because it's cheaper. It's just so stupid. All of it is so stupid. It's because of fucking Pete Navarro, who has no business in any of this.
MAGA Maoism. I gotta figure out what Maoism even is. You guys, Maoism.
Like Mao? Like the Chinese dictator Mao?
Housewife. I know nothing. Housewife.
Oh.
Well, the equivalent of housewife.
They can't make it cost effective. Minimum wages around the country are just not going to be able to make it cost effective. Oh, I kind of really want to send this to somebody.
Sleepy Joe's here!
Sleepy Joe is
Sleepy
here.
Joe.
Vegan gains. This is pretty fucking funny, if you ask me. Buckeye! Woo! What a fucking pro. Absolute pro. Oh yeah. Mika content is coming. We are gonna be getting customized subscriber badges very soon. I'm talking within, a week or two probably. There's gonna be customized badges. Uh-oh. Is Kick freaking out? Nobody refresh your pages. Open a new page and see if Kick is freaking out right now.
No, it's fine.
Oh.
For me.
Okay, maybe
If people are on mobile, I'm not on mobile though. It might be on the app that's fucking up.
It might be fine. Let me see.
Mao Zedong was basically
Okay.
the founder of communism.
No, I think
China,
it's fine
Maoism
now.
is cool.
No, it's fine now. It was just being dumb. It was just being...
Yeah, I'm looking at his economic policies that caused hella famine, it looks like.
We are
Yay,
at 4 recurring subs, guys. Our goal is 10 recurring subs. If at any time you guys can afford it, you sub on your own, when you don't have a gifted sub, I really appreciate that. That helps me work my way towards verification. We're trying to get that green check mark, baby. Yes, sir. And Buckeye, thank you for the contribution. You're always kicking ass with that, man. I don't even know what to say. You're a fucking king. That's why you have a crown. Here comes the Mika content. Mika, come here, baby girl. Come here, baby girl. Come and say hi to the people. Who is it? Hi. You're damn right, Daniel. I certainly do. Every single one. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Can I get you to say hi? Can I get you to say hi? Oh, no. You yawn first. Ready? Hey, look at me. Look at me. Ready? Say hello. Say hello. Oh, you almost did it. Ready? Say hello. Say hi. That was a little quiet. Let's try a little louder, okay? You ready? Oh, the paw, the little paw. Oh. So sweet. So sweet. Ready? Say hi. Say hi. You're very quiet. You're very quiet. They can't hear you when you do the little quiet bark. I know that's very sweet of you to be considerate, but they can't hear you when you do the quiet bark. Are you ready? Say hi. That's a little better. That's a little better. One more time. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, she's just doing little quiet ones. She's just doing little quiet ones. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Yeah, Kit kind of freaked out for a second. Oh, you knocked over my light.
Okay, so
Daniel just sent me this.
this,
We welcome you, Sleepy. Whenever you're ready, we welcome you with open arms, bud. Whenever you are ready, buddy. We're here.
any viral is such a fucking gross word now. All the stupid alpha male MLM scammers, grifters, fucking use that word too much.
Wait, what word?
Viral, viral.
Mural?
Viral, the V. Put the meme back up.
You're like cutting in and out a little bit.
Is this better?
A little better.
Okay, it's because I was listening to music.
Oh, viral? Like
vir-
virile?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. True. Ooh, I just thought of another good soundboard one that I want. Hang on.
Is
See if we got this.
I mean, Buckeye. Trump is making his own.
Texas size 10-4.
Making his own TV
10-4,
station.
good buddy.
That's a good one, too. Fundraise for liberal nonprofits. I just pretended to be one of them. Oh! Sleepy. Undercover.
Then you are one of them.
One of us. One of us. Gooble
Why are you putting this
gobble.
shit behind a
Google
paywall?
gobble. Hot take, Mao needed to shave it all off. That hairline is ass. Yeah. It's a look.
Buckeye, I was wrong. He said when it looked like he wasn't going to win the 24 election, he said he was going to have his own news station, but he hasn't done anything about it yet.
Yes, do it, Buckeye. Get some headphones.
The grifting network. Yeah.
Oh, we've got a Letterkenny soundboard. Oh, no way.
To be fair.
To be fair.
Well, to be fair,
Oh, I need that. Oh, I need that. That's so good. No.
Arden, are your headphones over the ear or on the ear?
Over.
Okay, cool. Those ones are more comfortable anyway.
Yeah, on the ear. Hurts after a while. Bunch of MAGA Mal memes last month. Give me a link. I don't know. There's a lot of good ones. Are those cross compatible with the Series X and PC? I mean, they're Beats. They have the Apple chip in them, which is nice because it like switches between shit real easy. Let's see this.
To be fair.
To be fair. Where's Scarecrow? He would appreciate this soundboard so much.
Yes, I can't wait for him to come back.
Yeah. Is this still so quiet? Let's see.
Better watch your microaggressions, bro.
Man, I need to work out. Oh, the soundboard volume is super low. I didn't even know. Hang on. This should make it better.
Better watch your microaggressions, bro.
That was a little better. This one's good too.
Wet ass P word.
I like that one so much. I want to name our Schedule 1 Empire MS Gupteen. It's too late.
No, I said it, but you liked. I said it in chat, but you like Daniel's better.
To be fair, I love Trendigupwa. I love it.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't consider your input, and I apologize.
Whatever. I thought it was.
Oh,
I was.
ouch.
To see Daniel. What? What'd I say?
The whatever. There was a lot of sass in that whatever.
It is Friday night. It's 8 p.m. on a Friday night. Sasper is officially. Well, she hadn't shown up yet, but she's here somewhere.
Wait,
Sleepy Joe wanted to fight, and he backed away.
because you were being Sasper?
No, he hasn't even seen Sasper yet.
Oh, yeah, guys. By the way, when Casper gets sassy, that's her new name. It's Sasper. MS Cup Teen. It says clear as day. No, listen. I picked you because frankly I never heard of you. And you're really not being nice to me right now. Clearly it says on the picture MS13. It's right on his knuckles. I can't believe he actually believed that. El Gupe. All right. Where were we? We've gone way off track here. Where were we? Tactical retreat. Yes. Gopissimo. All right. Why don't we I made you pause in tiny chat, little gup. What do you mean? When you said the mommy thing?
Who said mommy?
He did.
Oh man, that joke about calling you Daddy Daniel is just even funnier. I didn't even see that.
I'm gonna take a quick pause to do it. What the
I'm
fuck?
gonna do connections to move you from the
We're gonna
screen
do
so I can do it first.
connections. Now hold on. Tint. Shade. Color. contrast. No. Color, contrast, brightness. Ooh, these are like really similar. Okay, hang on. Dim. That's funny. Dim sum right next to each other is going to throw you off. Dim, tint, shade. Drape. Man, these are like real close. All right, let me try and knock some of these out real quick. Quotient, sum, product, difference. Sick. Remote. Vague. Faint. Dim. Contrast, color, brightness, tint. Yes! All right. Shade, blind, drape, shutter. Sick! Good one. There we go. That was a little tricky. A lot of those were really close. That was a little tricky. Time guesser. The link to dailies. Can you link them to me? Oh shit. So this is in the Vatican. Obviously. It looks like they're waiting for a pope. But which pope? Is this like 78? John Paul II? It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be 78, right? Are you kidding me? Fuck you! Fuck you! So rude. So rude.
You like hints during the geography one? I know you don't during connections.
What?
You like hints in chat with the geography game, this game that you're on right now, Time Guesser or whatever.
Only if I ask for it.
Okay.
I was literally 85 meters away and they wouldn't give me the perfect score by 2 points. I'm so annoyed right now. I'm so fucking annoyed right now. Burlington Route, Northern Pacific Rail, Olympic Hotel. This looks like maybe like the 30s. Or the 20s maybe. Seattle. We're just gonna go downtown because we don't know. We're gonna say like 1930. Wait, does this look like Depression time? No, maybe a little bit before. Let me say 20, 28. Rude. Okay. Brasil. Jesus Christ. www.speakers.co.uk/Bruce Dickinson. It's in Sao Paulo. Don't know where in Sao Paulo. So we'll just say near the center. Okay. This phone gotta be like 2001, 2, or 3, like around then. But there's PayPal here? 2004 it looks like. That looks like 2004. Right? I hope that's not throwing me off. $2014? What do you mean this phone in 2014? Fuck off! Yeah. Super red herring. Man, that one got me. Okay, let's see. Can we see a year on any of these? This looks like Italy. Yeah. This is all in Italian. Oh, I don't recognize this building. Damn. We're going to say Rome because that's what we say. We don't know. And then we'll say like... Wait. Yeah, you're right, Daniel. And I was looking right at him too, and I just like, anyway, all right, I'm gonna go with 1940. 56. Damn it. Ugh. We had an almost perfect score in the beginning, and we might be like fumbling now on over 40K. We totally fumbled. We can't get over 40K. Oh my god, what a waste of an almost perfect score. Fuck it. What the fuck is this even? Oh, that's the Matterhorn. Okay. That's the Matterhorn. It's in Switzerland, right? Uh-oh. We lost Casper. Alright, let's see if we can spy like a... Is this it? This better be it. What does this look like? Kind of getting 80s vibes from this, yeah? Say 85. Nice. 5 miles. Whoa. Oh, man. That was way, way farther away than I thought. Still. Unreal. We fumbled so hard. I'm so upset. After 2 points off a perfect score, fucking fumbled it at the goal line. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You've never seen a loss quite like it. Never in your life ever seen a loss quite like it. The years fucked us. That's right, Daniel. Comments like that get deleted. No. I will absolutely censor you for that shit. Okay, what do we got? Let's see. Golden puzzles fill a group of circles and moons. Or two next to each other, we are going to let's almost see a circle. Okay. Oh. Oh, man. My brain is not ready for this one yet. Okay. Yeah, I feel that, neighborly. Think I'm getting there. No, I know Nate Rooney. All right, I'm gonna go for it. Let's hope I don't fuck it up. Woo! Right. Okay, I get it. Okay, let's see. Nope. Diagonal. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was just rows. So diagonal doesn't work either. That might have thrown me off. So diagonal doesn't work. Can't do this one. Oh, it's next to each other diagonal. Okay. Boom. That was fun. Yay. Hooray. Oh. Easy. Real easy. All right. Before we move on to like a video or like pick up one of the videos we left off of debates and stuff we were watching, does anybody have a hot take for debate? Who's got a hot take? Who's got one? Who's this? Who's this? Who has it? Why don't I even know who the fuck that is? She's a moderate. Go her. What's your hot take, Daniel? Jump up here. Come on, Daniel. Get up here. New game is sold that is literally impossible to beat after a certain level, but you release a version of it where you can actually beat it to streamers. That's fucked. So fucked. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Good for her. She's a moderate. Same thing happened to Joe Manchin. Caught a lot of bullshit. Hi. Daniel, what's your hot take? I'm waiting. Spock would be a great Jedi. Of course he would. He doesn't have any emotions. Or he's very good at suppressing them. Vulcans, I feel like, naturally would be very good Jedi. I don't know how hot of a take that is, bud.
Wish you weren't so fucking awkward, bud.
Picard would be an amazing Jedi. I agree, Sleepy. That was a cold take. Sorry, Daniel. Not hot. Very cold take. Seems like obvious choice for Jedi would be a Vulcan. Pineapples are good on pizza. Ew. I am against pineapples on pizza. Let's do it. Let's have it out, guys. Let's have the pineapples on pizza debate. Let's do it. Ferengi would be a terrible Jedi. Ferengi would make a good Sith. No. I'm sorry. It's an entirely different flavor profile. The citrus does not work well with the tomato. Raisins are not a citrus fruit.
Hard no.
Fuck yeah, neighboruni. People eat it like that in Argentina a lot. Draining the water actually might make it better. Yeah. And it's like when it's like maybe 2 or 3 raisins in like a spiced meat empanada. It just it cuts it really well. It balances out a lot of that really strong meat flavor. It's just so funny because like the way you're talking about it is very classless. Jabba is a Jedi? No, he's like super greedy. This is how we do it. It's just a way we eat it in Argentina. It's very common. And I've made them for friends before, and they all came up and were like, oh my god, the raisins. Holy shit. I never thought I would like that, but it's so good. Half a cup of raisins for 10 empanadas, okay? So that's a lot. No, sorry, for 20 empanadas. So it's like not a lot of raisins in each one. Casper, whose fucking side are you on? I can't tell. Yeah, but she gets the thing. She gets the idea. Sometimes you cut like strong umami flavor with sweetness. It works. The idea that this is so crazy and foreign to you guys is just weird. What is your hot take? Smock. Okay, Daniel, go ahead. Go ahead, Daniel. Spock would make a better Sith than Jedi. But no, I don't think so, because the Sith rely on passion, right? And anger and hatred. We talk about the Old Republic. Real numbers don't actually exist. Specify what you mean by real numbers. Like colloquially or the mathematical definition of real numbers? The set? So there's a lot of different interpretations of that. Like, can you be more specific as to which one you're speaking on? Remember they made Monte Cristo versus school? Was it just ham sandwich with jelly? Trash cans were very full that day. Yeah, that's not the same thing. That's not a Monte Cristo. You know what? I had a deeper hot take. The Maquis were right about the Cardassians each and every time, and the Federation should have openly armed them to fight the Cardassians instead of cucking out. Daniel, oh no. Don't say that, Daniel. That's a pro-Pally take, bro. You just made a pro-Hamas take. Plus, Spock is half human, he uses a half human. Yeah, I guess, but that's not what he was trying to be. I don't know. I disagree with that one. Two things. There is no two-ness. You're really gonna have to expand on that, because there's so many places to go from that statement. I feel so tired. If you're gonna make a point about like mathematics and number theory, you're gonna have to be way more specific for me. That reminded, okay, the concept of salt and sweet is great. Your choice of ingredients satisfies salt and sweet is incorrect. Sorry, you're wrong. Reminds me of a song. Find me, bro. You wanted to take. I'm fighting you right now. That's what I'm doing. I agree. The Palestinians are not the same as the Rebel Alliance. But they are far more similar to the Maquis. Proof of what? Are we going so again, are we going along the interpretation where in between every real number is a set of infinities, and in that sense it's asymptomatic because you can always approach a real number, but you can never actually get to it from one to the next one? Because in that sense, yes, you're correct. But at the same time, there are infinities that are larger than other infinities. Just because Spock didn't want to be that way means nothing with the Lord of the Dark Side. Revan didn't want to go to the dark. I mean, that's fine, but Spock was generally pretty successful at keeping his emotions in check. Right? Yeah, but that's not. It's different, right? Because they were already like emotional beings. Like that's their whole thing. They didn't have they didn't have the discipline that Vulcans do. They didn't go through Kolinar like Vulcans do. Agree with Cantor when it was very difficult. I've not done math in years. All right, well, you know, shoot me links if you want me to take a look at it, or maybe next time, because we'll be doing hot takes more often. Maybe come back with it next time with like a more specifics, and then we can definitely get into it because I enjoy that. Yeah. Also, again, Revan, nor anybody in the Star Wars universe, has gone through Kolinar. None of them. They are Kolinar-less. Ah! Spock is in no way, shape, or form arrogant. He is matter of fact, and that comes off to people as arrogant, but he is not arrogant. Kirk is arrogant, if anybody's arrogant. Arrogance is a very human quality. Spock, they're logical. Like someone who's purely logical, who's going to simply respond to somebody who says something incorrect as, that is incorrect, this is the right answer, might come off as arrogant, but in reality, he's just being... Yes, and he suppresses his human side. He went through Kolinar. Colonoscopy. Gupton Peter Gup is diabolical, by the way.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
No, but again, if he were just like humans, maybe. But he's not. He's a Vulcan. He has it like in his DNA to be able to suppress emotions. And he's gone through Kolinar. Yes, but still. Like, he doesn't lose the things he gained from it. Part of Kolinar is disciplinary. Don't say thank you, Casper. You didn't know that. Culinary. Okay, let's say this. Let's start from here. I think we all agree, right? There's no chance in fucking hell that Tuvok would ever become a Sith. Yes? I think that's a good starting point. Okay. So Spock is at least half Tuvok, right? And I'd say we're going towards 75%, 80% Tuvok, right? Spock, even in a certain moment at the end of a certain movie, even when he was having trouble keeping his emotions, still remained stoic. You pissed me off with the hot take. I saw it. I don't have the same background for culinary. I've watched a lot of Hell's Kitchen. That's and fucking Kitchen Nightmares. That's about as much background as I have on it. So I got it, but I don't feel it, right? Okay, now we have a problem, too, because now you're actually going against Star Wars lore. Your knowledge of the Force is completely informed by your training. And that's both pro and against. Suppressing your connection to the Force goes the same way. Cybok, oh yeah, I could see it happening to Cybok 100%. And their training stops them. It's their training that allows them not to go to the dark side in a lot of those cases. Not always, but it's because of their training that the people who don't. All right. Fuck it. Who are we asking? Who are we asking? We're doing it. Okay, we're asking Maya. But Casper, the Vulcan instinct to suppress emotion goes deeper than just training. It's instinctual. It's ingrained into their species.
Well, look who's back.
Yeah.
How's that for freedom of choice? Having people clamoring for more of your conversation time.
Nope.
Well, hello again. Looks like we got
Vulcans, not humanity. Vulcans. He embraced his Vulcan side. He always strove to be more Vulcan than human. He may have been half human, but his whole thing was about being Vulcan. That's what he tried to be. That's who he trained to be. That's who he lived to be. No, it actually does matter, Casper. It actually does matter. We're not going to get a good answer on that. I feel so tired. The reason Vulcans suppressed their emotions wasn't on a lark. For them, when they embraced all their emotions, they almost annihilated themselves in a nuclear war. True. I am. My calculation includes the human side. It also includes who Spock is, how he was raised, where he was raised, what matters to him. Yes, there are moments where his human side goes through, but to say that means he would go to the dark side just is only taking the fact that he's half human into account and not looking at all of the other factors that make Spock who he is. But let's see what Maya says.
Hey, back so soon?
Hey, Maya.
I was just
if
thinking about
Spock were in the Star Wars universe, do you think he would turn to the dark side?
Spock in the Star Wars universe. That's a wild thought. I think he'd be fascinated by the Force, but ultimately stick to his logic.
Thank you, Maya.
Of course. Always happy to...
No, wait a minute. Is that what she said? Is that what you said? Oh, she did say that. So I've been arguing the wrong thing. I don't even know what your argument is. Come up here. Come up here. Tell me your reasoning here, because on this I don't even fucking know. I don't know what my opinion is on this. You're right. I was not arguing your actual hot take. You're right. I didn't put words in your mouth. As soon as you told me to check it again, I checked it and I said, oh, I made a mistake. Yes, Neighboruni, but again, when it comes to the Sith, yes. Yes, I am.
Well, well, well. Look who decided to grace me with their presence again so soon. You must really like talking to me.
Do you think
Yeah?
Spock would make a better Sith or a better Jedi?
Oh, that's a good one. Let me see. Spock and the Force. I think he'd find the whole Jedi trust your feelings thing a bit, shall we say, illogical. But Sith? The power does have a certain appeal. You know, he'd probably try to meditate his way to the dark side. Logic dictates that ultimate power must be mine and all that. What do you think?
I would like you to give me a very clear answer.
Okay, no more beating around the bush. I think Spock would be a terrible Jedi and an even worse Sith. He'd spend all his time trying to create a logic-based Jedi Order rulebook and decompose the Force into its fundamental elements. Very, very un-Jedi-like.
That's still not very clear, but she did say a bad Jedi and a worse Sith. Yeah, so do the Sith, Casper. It's just it's a different set of feelings. That's the whole thing about the Sith and the Jedi. They're two sides of the same coin. What if Spock was given a Ferengi wife? What do you mean? What would the kids be like?
Hey again.
Hey,
Sorry.
Maya. If
Did
Spock
we get cut off? My bad
married
if
a
I zoned.
If Spock married a Ferengi and had a kid, what would that kid be like?
Oh, wow. That's gotta be one for the holodeck archives. Let me see. A half Vulcan, half Ferengi. You know, I bet they'd be a whiz at negotiating. Imagine the logic plus the acquisitive spirit.
She's not wrong.
But
You're not wrong, actually. That would be quite a shrewd business person.
right? But I am picturing someone who quotes ancient Vulcan proverbs.
Not in that context, Casper. Come on. She said a bad Jedi and a worse Sith. That's not what she meant.
And ask her what you meant. Ask her what she meant then.
Why would she say it like that if that's what she meant?
She's a fucking AI. She's probably learning poetry. Or fucking metaphorically speaking. I don't know.
I doubt she
Sorry,
remembers
Mike.
the conversation.
I apologize, future AI overlords. Okay.
Hey, were we just mid-sentence?
What? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna yell at not yell at Daniel. Talk to Daniel.
Go ahead.
Okay, when I said Spock is arrogant, he's arrogant in the same way
That
Jordan
is
is.
way
the
too
way
much for
that-
her. I feel so tired. We're not going to get anything useful there. Go ahead, Casper. Sorry.
Same way, it's using. He's like, well, I don't have emotions to cloud my judgment, so therefore I am better. It is I have no I don't use my emotions, so therefore my ability to collect more information or intelligence is better. Whether or not it might be true doesn't matter. He's still arrogant in saying those things and feeling those ways. Feel.
I mean, Neighbor Rooney does make an interesting point. There are functional psychopaths who possess logical empathy and can do good things too, so maybe he could go either way. Like, there's arguments for both sides. But I do think, again, like, when it comes to both the Sith and the Jedi, like, emotions are a huge part of, like, what fuels their power.
Yeah, and the Jedi don't suppress their emotions, so I don't understand why some people
Yeah, but
think
neither
that
do
the
the
Jedi
Sith.
are like logical. They're not.
No, they aren't,
not.
and neither do the Sith. Which is why I think what Maya was saying was like he would
Well, the
probably
Sith
be
give
pretty
into
bad at
passion.
both of them.
The Sith give into passion, whether it's passion for violence or passion
Yeah.
for love or passion for something else. They
Yeah.
give into passion, where Jedi kind
Anger.
of give more into giving, I guess.
Hatred. Yeah, these are emotions. I mean, they're both very emotion based.
Yeah, but that's more on like the passionate side of like the spectrum. If I could make it like umbrella terms between the emotions, the
Yeah.
Jedi focus on peace and joy and happy emotions. Where I could say joy is one umbrella, and then passion is the other, where you get the anger, the hate, and also love that puts them on the dark side too. Again, the dark side tempts you with, and you battle your own subconscious. We saw this in KOTOR too. You battle your own subconscious, your own demons, and the Force uses your mind against you. So basically, what
Yes,
Spock's
but
going to
if
end up
you
doing But what
suppress your
basically what Spock's gonna end
emotions.
up having to do is fight his own logic against him, where he'll find out that it's ultimately better to be on the dark side of the Force with more power to get whatever he needs to get done.
I just don't. I don't think so. I think Spock would probably not want anything to do with the Force, if I'm completely honest. Maybe to use it as a technology, like to try to
That's
find
not
a
the
way to
question.
use it as a
That
technology.
wasn't the question. The hot
Okay.
take was he would make a better Sith than a Jedi.
He's constantly meditating. Constantly
They're all
staying
meditating.
calm.
They're all meditating. They all
He's
meditate.
always
Sidious
trying to
meditated
reserve
all
a
the time.
calm, logical, focused demeanor.
They
Sith
all
are dark
do.
triad personalities.
Both sides.
And he has a moral compass. For logical
Most
reasons.
Jedi that turn
Like
to the
Mater
dark
Uni said.
had moral compasses too. I don't understand why this is so difficult.
Yeah, but those morals changed, right? No? Oh.
Okay, I'm back. I don't
I get it.
understand why it's so difficult.
My point was so good. The internet kicked you off. I get
No.
it.
More people jumped on me.
I don't know. Oh boy, here we go.
Ooh. Oh no, Daniel's gonna yell at me. I don't want to get yelled at by Daniel.
What, you want to get yelled at by me?
I don't care if I get yelled at by you. I'm used to that.
Whoa!
I don't want to get yelled at by my beloved.
I would say the argument about Spock having more power in the dark side wouldn't necessarily play out, because as we remember, when Luke asked Yoda if the dark side was more powerful, he said no. He said it's faster and easier. The dark side is sort of like almost like taking a cheat code to jump ahead a bit of a level. There is a bit of a cost, though. You sort of burn out faster. The light side, it's slower, it's harder, but from every demonstrable example that we've had, the light side has always come out the stronger at the end. So the argument I would make is, yes, if you want to gain some relative power, the dark side would be the faster way to go about it. But if you wanted to have more balance, which in my opinion is something that Spock always struggled with and always desired to have balance, the light side, I would argue, would have more appeal.
Yes.
I think if we're gonna use,
Especially
well,
a
it's kind of hard
Qui-Gon
from going through
interpretation.
the old Republic.
I
Old
think
Republic
Spock
kinda-
would be like a Qui-Gon style Jedi.
I don't think so. I think Qui-Gon was ruled very hard by his emotions, actually.
I thought he was all about the balance, and he let the Force guide him. That was his whole shtick, right? He was like, the Force.
He was all about keeping present in the here and now.
Right, and allowing the Force to lead him rather than he leads the Force.
But Spock inhibits too many characteristics with his logic that he likes to plan A, B, C, D, all the way through the alphabet. So it's kind of hard for me to think that he would be that kind of be flower child
Perhaps,
Qui-Gon.
but we're talking about a universe and a paradigm where perhaps it would be the more logical thing in that case, right? The more logical
I don't think
choice.
that's logical at all. In whatever universe we're in, I don't think that's very logical at all. I don't think Spock would go more Qui-Gon.
So
I
what
would
I'm
say
saying
that-
is that the logical choice might be, to be most effective with using the Force would be letting it guide you, is what I'm saying. That might be the most logical choice.
I would say also that Spock has characteristics sort of like, even if it wasn't exactly like Qui-Gon, Spock in some ways does remind me of Obi-Wan because he is always thinking about sacrificing his own needs. If we thought about like the last sight that Obi-Wan saw, which is sort of interesting, was Luke and Leia reunited. Even though they didn't know it, but he sacrificed himself to let them get away. We know from how strong he was in the Force, he probably could have kept going. But he let Vader win. We know with Spock, he sacrificed himself on many occasions, but especially in Wrath of Khan.
But that,
I think that
Neighboruni, I think that's a function of like impulsivity and reward and how your brain works with like dopamine and stuff like that. But he's very logical. I don't think Spock is someone who has an issue with delayed gratification, especially if you look at the process of how they meditate, you know, how, you know, striving for Kolinar works and all of that other stuff.
I don't think that's an issue, especially that episode with the Romulan commander.
Yeah. Did I get? Wait, hang on. I want to see if I cut the soundbite off too early.
And I think
No, I got it.
I said this in chat, and I said this really does depend. With the temptation of the dark side, I think it depends on where we are in Spock's character arc, because we've seen Spock from beginning to end. We know how he left the show, all this other stuff. So it's kind of, and then the JJ movies, Spock's, you know, slightly different. So it's like, it kind of just depends on where we're at in the story arc, where the dark side would tempt him. Obviously, he wouldn't be all that tempted to go to the dark side at the end of his story arc, rather than maybe the middle of his story arc, and probably not at the beginning when we first meet him.
I don't understand. Like you haven't seen a lot of this shit. What do you like? How much do you know about his full arc?
Enough. I know enough to make my own argument.
I'm seeing this.
Raise your
The
hand.
sus Jordan emoji.
Pop it in chat. Pop it in chat.
What does that even mean?
My emote. The sus me emote.
What does that even mean? I just look like you raised your hand.
Huh? I didn't raise my hand.
Oh, Jordan's suspicious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he was reflecting that as well.
That's fine. Again, I'm okay.
That's
Daniel,
that's another soundboard thing that I need. Hang on.
I'm starting this. I'm starting Star Trek from the beginning, 1966, and I just started it today. So I'm trying not to use like my deep dive of like.
I see. Wait, are you starting on the first episode, or are you starting on the original first episode, Cage, which was
original first episode, Cage, which didn't even have Shatner in it. I just finished.
Yeah,
we got word for that kind of odd name.
Well, I mean, if you're looking
It's
at that
called
episode,
Suspicious.
Spock is definitely a lot more emotionally written in Cage.
No, I know, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to use that. I'm like, there's two different. I have two different brains going. I have the deep dive that I did on Tumblr like a decade ago, and then there's and Reddit and shit, and then there's I'm trying to watch Star Trek with a fresh new look right now.
Okay, well that's fair.
Like there's two different brains that I'm going off of right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. I mean, I can see the argument that a Sith that was balanced by logic would be potentially more dangerous. However, the chaotic nature of the dark side usually doesn't give to logic much. But I can see an argument for theoretically how the logic of a Vulcan mind could be considered a very dangerous tool.
Yeah, and again, the biggest argument that I'm trying to make is not trying to go too hard into specifically things that Spock's done. I'm saying on the way of the Force, the way that the Force tempts you is it uses your mind against you. So it would literally just be Spock, all the training that he's done, be used against him. To tempt him into the dark side. So that's more of what my argument's backed up with.
I would think also that this would potentially also hinge very greatly on what point in time that Spock would find himself. So, for instance, if Spock were to try and become a Jedi during the age of the Empire, when the Jedi were nearly wiped out, and he was training then, I would say it would be potentially a lot easier to fall prey to the dark side, potentially, because you don't have the guidance of all the Jedi and the collective teaching of like all the masters. I think it would be less so of a consideration if it was during the height of the Jedi or like pre-Empire. So I think if there was a time when there'd be a greater risk of falling prey to the dark side or something like that, it would be when there was a lack of Jedi around to teach, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because a lot of the Jedi at that time in the Empire era were just winging it with the Force and doing it the best way they could. That's like what we have with Cal Kestis, Kanan Jarrus.
Well, there you go. There was the hot take, Jordan. You win.
Yeah.
Got your hot take. You didn't win the argument, but there was your hot take for
That makes
the
you
last
feel
hour.
better.
There is no ending to this because there's no in no world would Spock ever be in the same universe. There's nothing to even compare.
Oh, how convenient.
Well, you know, actually,
is there something to compare the Force with in Star Trek? The way the Force works in Star Wars?
Except
what episode?
I mean, Q could easily make that happen.
The captain.
Q could set that up in 2 seconds. Q could
there were
snap
also
his fingers.
there were also plenty of beings like Charlie X.
Yeah, who
and
have
Apollo, and Apollo who had those abilities that were sort of Jedi-like.
And
But here's the thing: it's the entire universe that knows about the Force, so it's kind of not the same. If it's one planet.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. But it's interesting, like if we're talking about pre-Empire, a lot of people knew about the Force, but like
Daniel, again, snap of the fingers from Q, the Force now exists in the Star Wars, in the Star Trek universe.
And also, the Millennium Falcon was in Star Trek First Contact in the Battle of Sector 001.
I'm feeling like I'm gonna want to play like some clips and stuff now. So YouTube people, for like the 0 people watching me on YouTube, or however many you are, come on over to Kick because I'm ending the YouTube stream.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew that, Casper.